All right. Special Thanksgiving installment because I don't know what the next 3 days look like for me. This is Tulung Podcast number 76, the Thanksgiving quote unquote special. And we're live. Me? That's me. Okay, let's just get right into it. This will be the first time ever I submit the prize picks, go to the gym, and do a podcast all in one day, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Something like that? I don't know. Boom! Oh man, all that talking, I need water now. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh, it's unlisted. I didn't mean for it to be unlisted. Public. Entertainment. Too Long Podcast. Done. There we go. Announcements. My next project, right? I could not... I don't know, I feel really complacent right now, and I need to shake that feeling. So, I think this next project, my most lyrically dense, my best quality, will come around Christmas time. Okay? For those who... Here's my thing with being a rapper and whatever. I still get embarrassed when people play my stuff. I need a solid portfolio that I can play for people and be unashamed of. I hope it's this project. Next. Oh, there are very many inquiries. First one, do I eat Spanish food? Whatever Spanish food entails. Let's see. Spanish food. Why? Spanish food, yeah? Spanish food, according to the AI overview, it takes from a bunch of these things. Highlights include tapas, paella, and jamón. Popular dishes include tortilla de patatas, gazpacho, various croquettes and seafood dishes like gambas, pil, Spanish cuisine. Ooh, yes, this looks very distinct. Distinct from anything I've ever had in my life, actually. Spanish food? Naturally? No. I don't think so. Would I go to Hawaii? Yes. Binary questions have binary answers. Marquise Collins 2122. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Thank you for tuning into the Thanksgiving special. Usually it's Fridays, but of course everybody's going to do some crazy shopping tomorrow. Us trophy hunters included, if there's a nice little cheap platinum trophy we can get. Can I give Dave Meltzer ratings for Black Friday deals? Okay, first category is video games. Are you getting a platinum trophy on Thanksgiving? I'm trophy hunting. I probably won't get a platinum trophy unless it's My Name is Mayo 2 or something. You know? Alright, Dave Meltzer ratings for video games per requested. Let's see. PS5 game. We'll do a speed run. Snake Eater. 2 stars. It's a third, actually 2.5 stars. This one is not discounted. That's... What's harder to platinum, Crash 1 or Crash 2? Crash 1. Crash 2 has a sprint feature, which changes the game. 2K? Am I gonna plat 2K? Just kidding. Nope. 2 stars. This one doesn't have a deal. This is a dud. Black Ops 6? No. Well, it's half off. 2 stars. 2 stars. This is very good. 3 stars. That's a very good deal. Isn't it? But if you platinum Crash 1, then can I do Crash 4? Yeah. If you just know the basics of what Crash Bandicoot is, yeah, you could do Crash 4 for sure. Alright, I did Dave Meltzer for video games. Miscellaneous. Let's just find miscellaneous tech from Best Buy, yeah? Black Friday deals. Get 20% off Ray-Ban Meta glasses? Pass. Oh, by the way, PlayStation Store, right? Let's do a Dave Meltzer for PlayStation Store. I haven't found a 5-star deal yet. Save big on select memberships. Up to 33% off any 12-month plan. That's wrong because existing members, right? If you're an existing member, you only get 20% off, not 33% off. The 20% off is a 1-star deal. I remember the guide for Crash 4 being an 8 out of 10 difficulty before he changed it to 9 out of 10 difficulty. I would agree with that. A Math Lover, L20. Happy Thanksgiving. New podcast dropping, yep. Should be tomorrow or could be Saturday, but nah. We did that. We could do a Meltzer rating. What did I say? Miscellaneous? TV and projectors? Pretty much everything else I'm indifferent because I don't use a TV. Maybe monitors? Do I have an opinion for monitors? Video games and virtual reality. Monitors. Maybe I have an opinion for monitors. So, did you ever do a Hollow Knight Platinum? Maybe. Big 10 material, perhaps? Maybe from 199 to 200 Platinum trophies? So, let's put it into perspective, right? The monitors I use, 27-inch, 144 hertz, they were $300 at Best Buy. Let's see comparable deals, right? 27-inch, 120 hertz monitor. That is a third of the price. Did I finesse myself in getting these for $300? Maybe. 120 hertz is fine. Anything above that is kind of whatever. You know? Realistically, is the difference between 144 and 240 that significant when you play competitively? Maybe I'm just not a believer yet. We have a cool deal here. $349, but you save $150 on a 27-inch, 180 hertz monitor. You forgot to tell you got the green gem in Crash 1 as well. That was so tough. What do you have to do for the green gem again? Law of diminishing returns. Law of diminishing returns. Boom. A principle stating that profits or benefits gained from something will represent a proportionally smaller gain as more money or energy is invested in it. Simple terms. AI overview. As you add more of one variable input to a fixed input, the additional output I'll figure that out later. You know what? We'll put that in the. I can put that there. I am I'm wise enough to know whether I don't know anything. Break all boxes without dying, and the green gem as long as level. LOL, not dying. Okay. For this monitor right here, look at that, 4K 240. Compared to $1,300, $1,300, $850 is still $850, guys. 4K 240 hertz. Wait, what is FHD? What? 0.03 milliseconds? 0.03 ms, 32 inches. I mean, that's the whole package. But remember, $850 is $850 for 5 more inches of screen. Toxic Gameplays, happy Thanksgiving. My mama buying a 65-inch Vizio? A TV? Oh, I was doing ratings. And then I went off the rails. I'm indifferent. Let's go... For this one in particular, let's go 3 stars. 24-inch... Wow, $80? That's a 4-star deal. Free on sale for $3. It's an underrated hard platinum. Yeah, I've heard of that. My friend tried to do a 24-hour challenge. Not for the platinum trophy, but just play for 24 hours straight. And I think he got to 17 before he either fell asleep or his PS4 overheated, or he fell asleep and his PS4 entered rest mode. Let's check out that Vizio joint, yeah? Man, that's crazy. 50-inch 4K TV. Similar price. Well, it is probably, what, 60 hertz or 30 hertz? Or 60 hertz, 30 frame, whatever. Whatever the terminology is, but compare that to a monitor. Well, I guess for a family, you know what? People have different needs. Who am I to speak? Computing hardware. Oh my, slow. Alright, we're getting off this website. We're getting off this website because I'm lagging OD. We're gonna talk about graphics cards. Graphics cards. Let's look at the Black Friday deals for graphics cards and give it a hypothetical Dave Meltzer star rating. Video graphics cards. I would look at the CPUs, but I feel like at most points in a gamer's journey, they look at the GPUs. At the most critical points. What's that, a 5080, man? What? You get 25% off a 5080. But again, $1,200, unless you... Okay, maybe there's an exception. Unless you're doing some world-class intensive computational assignments. Or you're just that much of a gamer. $1,200 is $1,200. I'm going to give this one 2.5 stars, maybe. Will you ever do Super Meat Boy Forever to finish the hard Super Meat Boy trilogy off? It'll be a while before I touch the Super Meat Boy series again. Maybe I'll do it Big Ten too, I don't know. But let's look at these graphic cards, right? 25% off, $700 save 120. I don't even know the math. That's less than 20% as far as I'm concerned. $1,000, 15% off, a 5070. Okay, sure. What's the difference between these two? RTX 5080, RTX 5080. 5060. Are we just deep into the what the flip is it? Okay, no, that's Radeon. Are we just deep into the 50s now? Okay, sure. 3060 for I mean in this day and age, that's a flippin' 1.5 star deal. 3060 versus a $300 GPU. Okay, am I just spoiled? Yeah, a 3060 versus a 5060. Is it safe to assume that the 5060 is a more powerful GPU than the 3060? Because that's a 1 star deal. And this is a default, so, I mean, this might be a flippin' dud. No? You upgrading? No, I'm not upgrading. I'm just looking at Black Friday deals and giving Dave Meltzer ratings to them. Baboon BBC, yeah. Getting Super Meat Boy Forever Platinum, asking to hate yourself in so many ways. I didn't see it as a challenge. Bro, why are you streaming during Thanksgiving? Because I'm busy tomorrow, and I don't know what the weekend availability looks like. And it's only the afternoon, man. FBI, I will leak your identity right now. No, I'm just kidding. Well, adversely, why are you watching... You know what, whatever. Happy Thanksgiving, FBI, man. You're spending time with me, I'm your family. I'm your father. Alright, next, software, right? Is software have any Black Friday deals? Software, Black Friday deals. You actually allergic to shrimp? Mildly, yes. What the flip? What is a $5,300 Microsoft Windows Server data center? That is not what I wanted to look at today. Unlimited virtual machines, that is so far outside my area of expertise. I guess there are no software Black Friday deals. Oh, okay. Coral Draw, cheese real quick. Coral Draw Graphics Suite 2025, save 40% off. Web design, 40% off. Okay, sure. Ends in 18 hours. Let's round up to 19 hours. What was 5 hours ago? 5 hours ago was 9 a.m. Yeah, okay. We'll give this one 2 stars, because I don't really know web design that well. And next, clothing, right? That's the big thing people look for these days. Black Friday. Clothing. Let's look at Shein Black Friday deals. Alright, does Shein discount anything on Black Friday? Wow! Look at that. 90% off. I don't need a deal, man. Oh my gosh. Get off my screen. Oh, this UI screams flippin'. This is Shein, guys. Shein is great, isn't it? Black Friday. Oh, wow. What am I gonna buy here? 73% off? $2.81 for makeup brushes. Isn't that crazy? Shein is like the It just what? It's like Amazon for clothing. What? Magnetic photo holder for $1.14. Right? This is the only thing I care to look at because, you know what? On the topic of clothing, we're gonna go to Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. What? Whoa, what's going on? Why is this locked? Reject all cookies. Oh, that's a bag, not a lock. What? Reject. I've rejected the cookies. You guys got shirts, though? Actually, more importantly, do you guys even have deals? Anything? Shop for him. No. There are no. You want to buy an essential zip up, but it's $120. I don't got money. We looked at Shein. These are all on paper, right? It doesn't even matter how qualitative it is. I mean, unless it's flipping made out of zebra hair, I don't. These are all fantastic deals on paper. I would give all of them 4 stars. Maybe some 4.5 stars because they're that. Okay, maybe not this. This is a... that's not bad, actually. You know what? Just for a gimmick, if I somehow took a liking to this biologically, you gotta do 1.5 hour cardio. Bye-bye. Okay, Justine. Do your 90-minute cardio. That's quite a bit of cardio. Thanksgiving food hitting? What's on the table at the FBI household for Thanksgiving? Look at all these deals, man. Oh, 50% off from 20 cents to 10 cents. Is this not a 5-star deal? You could buy literally 100 of these for $10. Even if this wears off... Okay, if it wears off after a day, that's a problem. But... what is this for? The shower? It's on our group chat, the food. Would you like to tell the internet what this group chat is called? I'm just kidding. Anyway, but just describe the food because I honestly can't find it. Oh, I found it. Never mind, I found it. Wow, this looks like a fantastic... That's typical. That's some typical stuff right there. I'm not gonna say it's average. I'm sorry. I mean, you know, that's America. That's American Thanksgiving. Yeah. All in all, 4-star deals probably across the board. This looks pretty nice too. This looks more like an everyday thing. I don't know if this is if you would do that while you. But $7? That's a 4.5-star deal, no? A 5-star deal is a free one. Anyway, we're done with that. We're done with that. Let's keep going. Let's keep going with the inquiries, right? If I could download fluency, all right, peace out, boy. Time to eat more. All right, you get those calories in, get those carbs, fuel up. If I could download fluency in one language, what would it be? Whatever the #1 language in the world is. Is that true? English is the most spoken language in the world, primarily due to the global influences. However, English is the third most spoken native language after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. Native speakers, right? 990 million native speakers. Standard German is a Germanic language, yes. Indonesian. Japonic. Ryukyuan. Ryukyu. Mandarin Chinese. Yeah. I would download Mandarin Chinese because it's the most spoken native language in the world. Do I actually like turkey? Yes, I do like turkey. Even the ones they served at school lunch, I ate that up because it was half decent, you know. Do I believe in doing generous acts for people now and then? Yes, but there's a scenario. I'm at a gas station, someone gives me money to buy a drink for them. Would I? Yeah, if they give me money to buy a drink for them, sure. If we're looking at those terms deeply, a drink, alcohol, someone, a kid, I wouldn't, you know? I wouldn't. Unless it's prophesied somewhere. What? Ooh, here we go. I told the person who sent me this off stream I was going to drop a bomb on there, right? Because it's inevitable. And then I'm going to go into why live performance is so cathartic and important, I guess. Yeah. Is it fine for artists to use AI for an extra bar or two, not a whole verse? Yes, I would argue for a whole verse. I would also argue for a whole song. I would argue that every company has the right to use AI as they please, as long as they follow, intellectual property and whatever. Well, we don't even know the intellectual property laws yet for AI, do we? And if they are, it's kind of a budding legislation. I think everybody should use AI as freely as they can. Or create, not use. I should be more specific. Should create AI as freely as they can within, American law. Within the guidelines of the American law. I think the country can make some sense into figuring out this whole AI intellectual property legislation thing. Surely. We're smart. I hope we are. That's why we're here. We're here because I'm here because I like the rules here. Anyway, so to answer that question in short, yes. Would I ever hire a reference artist? And this was described to me by the buddy. We'll just call him the buddy. Would I ever hire a reference artist? The buddy tells me that a reference artist usually raps a loose verse that I have to figure out the flow, whatever. Hire a reference artist. If I feel like I'm not rapping the right way, yeah, sure. I would like to make that revelation as self-determined as possible, though, to find out where I can flow better. And higher, yeah, you got to expend energy and money to do that, which, you know, everybody has that burden whenever they hire someone. So, those are all the inquiries. Many inquiries. Mentions. The buddy, right, told me that there's Apple Store in Massachusetts, and apparently there hasn't been one yet. I mean, I've seen an Apple Store in Boston. I've seen an Apple Store at several malls I've been to in Massachusetts. But I think he's talking about a standalone Apple Store. But there's an standalone Apple Store on Boylston Street that I've been to a few times. It is a standalone store. It's pretty cool. But to say that this new Apple Store opening in Millbury is wrong. Because this stands alone. Shout out Boston. The Boston metropolitan area, Boston Cambridge area. I will forever I will argue for the time being that it is one of the smartest metropolitan areas in the world. Boston Cambridge. Yeah. On either side of the Charles River, right? The Charles River. Yeah. On either side of the Charles River, you have some of the most prestigious universities in the world. And on one side of the Charles River, you actually have 2 top 10 universities in the world. Why was I talking about that again? I don't know. Apple has announced, opening in Mass, next to... Is this the concept? Okay, cool. Awesome. Next, the Toad King. I've been mentioned the Toad King. Chinese president, the Toad King. Long live the Toad King. Oh shoot. Jiang Zemin. Mo. Ha. Whoa, what? The paramount leader and core leader. Economic growth. Okay, cool. These days my stomach turn. These days? Anyway. Thoughts. Oh yeah, thoughts. Why did Dave Meltzer skip last week's newsletter? I don't know. Dave Meltzer newsletter. I can't figure out the ratings. Oh no. I can't find anything. Sub needed? Ah. That's too long. You go Crash 4? Yeah, Crash 4. Crash 4. Crash 4. Crash 4. Crash 4. Alright. Another thought I have where I'm just gonna say them because I don't really follow the NFL like that. So we have Thanksgiving NFL. I mean, I'm only doing this because I bet on him. We got Lions, Packers. Okay. Okay. Lions, Packers, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Bengals, Ravens at 8:20. Those are all on the eastern United States, well, Midwest, but this is the East Coast United States, no? Whatever. So, those are the Thanksgiving NFL games. I just said them because I can. We don't have Dave today, but we will preview, right? We will preview the most important matches of the week, right? We will just preview them. The Continental Classic has finally started. I think these 4 are Continental Classic matches. Continental Classic matches, yeah. Non-title Continental Classic. Kyle Fletcher beats Okada. Has this happened before? This has happened twice. Continental match. Continental match? Oh, shoot. Oh, how about that? 2 tournaments in a row. In it. Darby Allin had a great match against Will Ospreay. I think at the last year's Continental Classic. I want to look at Will Ospreay's matches from last year's Continental Classic. Juice, Claudio, Darby Allin. Oh, interesting, I guess. Okay, well, let's just preview. Let's just look at the matches of the last week. Yeah, Continental Classic. You have New Japan, but whatever. More New Japan. Oh, yep. The Last Time Is Now tournament. It's tournament season. The Last Time Is Now tournament. For John Cena's final match. Gunther has back-to-back classics in the tournament. Okay, I don't know if I would say classics, but I heard they were great matches. Gunther. Very good matches. Logan Paul is on weekly TV, which is cool. War Games Advantage tag match. You have whatever this is. Domingo Familiar. Dorada. I saw Dorada. Nice. Oh, man. A lot of planes. Yeah? So many planes. We had AEW Full Gear with some great matches that I wish I saw, but I couldn't find the stream. Oh, yep. These two, I'm waiting very patiently for these two to scrap. But yeah, highlights in Pac Darby Allin, the tag match. I looked at the list for this, and these are all. I guess they're saving the big names for All In. Highlights in that. This was apparently match of the night according to Cage Match. Nice. Chris Statlander is now the second woman to pin Mercedes Moné in singles matches in AEW. Next to Toni Storm. And title change. 16 minutes for the main event? Okay, sure. And the rest, yada yada. Oh, Ilya Dragunov versus JD McDonough? Good. I'm surprised Matt Riddle is still part of the company. Who's Babatunde? He's Polish. Commander Aziz. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever, that's a preview. Next, bars I might listen to. Big X The Plug album. Lil Baby EP. Sofago album. Summer Walker album. These have rappers and stuff on it that I listen to regularly. But it's not bars, it's just vibes. Next, TikTok 10 swipes. You know what I'm saying? TikTok 10 swipes. This is...
Hey, Kev!
This is...
Hey, buddy. Guys, hey, thanks for visiting. Got you some flowers. Oh, man, thanks.
So how you doing, pal?
Yeah. What you do? 6, 7, 8, 7. Okay.
Oh, this reminds me of that Key and Peele sketch. The baseball player. One.
So this girl, at a party last night, got on her knees and literally started giving her.
You look good from the front, but let me see you turn around. You look inside the camera, strike a pose. Girl, you bad as fuck. Hey, you look good from the front, but let me see you.
This is in the public domain, by the way. We're just gonna... What number was that? 1, 2...
So this girl, at a party last night, got on her knees and literally started giving her man the Gluck Gluck 3000 in front of everyone. To say I was in shock is a complete freaking understatement. So my man and I got invited to this, you know, adults only Halloween party, you know, no kids, no nothing.
3. Nice. Four. Like life.
My young nigga hop out, jump out, you try catch a hat. LP long in hell, I'm swinging that bitch like a bat. Look at AK, this shit go.
5.
Everybody put their Glocks on.
6. Add, but...
I scraped off the birth date on the check
7.
and changed it to mine, then stuck on my name. Next, I pulled out the airplane model I'd been soaking and peeled off the logo, stuck it onto the check, and pressed it hard between the pages.
8. 9. This is German. 10. Things I love but won't mention. You love sending TikToks. Hugs, reassurance. Probably story that I love you. Just because gifts, holding hands. Love over lust. Paragraphs? You love paragraphs? I thought we were supposed to... Anyway. That's the 10 swipes. Now it's time for freestyle. Freestyle. A. Happy Thanksgiving. I give you all my gratitude. Gratitude. I got people in my life trying to change my attitude. Continental Classic. That's the champion of North America. Used to call me on my cellular device. Erica. Next. Welcome to the your turn part of the podcast. Law of diminishing returns. Let's investigate this. Point of diminishing returns. Input and output. And as you increase input, output diminishes. Oh yeah, I get it now. We did that with the resolution and refresh rate stuff. I would say the point of diminishing returns is 60 FPS. The point of maximum yield is 240 FPS. Anything beyond that, the human race would have to evolve to see benefits. Right? I'm really just saying things. Okay, we did the law of diminishing returns. Now I just wait here and think. I don't know why I put my headphones in. I didn't have to listen to anything this podcast. We're just going to fill out the hour. This would be a good time to swig some water. Check in on Jahmyr Gibbs. He got 5 receiving yards. I'm starting to detect some conspiracies in sports betting. Well, there used to be... Oh, those are some big clouds, yeah? It's 2:40. I will play Anthem after this. It's gonna be a quiet night. Draw names. What? Wait. Oops. I'm making a wish list right now. Tactical backpacks. Burgundy. Command. I don't need that many command hooks, man. Command. Yeah, I don't need that many. It's more like it. Oh, that's really expensive, actually. I'm just looking at some stuff. $20 liter? That's an interesting... There. That's it. Okay. Yeah, I'm still filling it out. This is a... It's Thanksgiving. Champions. It's where champions are made. Let's see. I'm just filling in the whatever. Anthem. Anthem's gonna shut down school soon. Word of the day. I will play Anthem. Eminem. Oh, I forgot about the Thanksgiving parade, right? Let's look at the Thanksgiving parade. Or salient news articles, right? Didn't we don't forget about Pew. You know what I'm saying? Short read, nearly 8 in 10 Americans say politicians should avoid heated or aggressive speech. Conducted August 4th. Next, NPR. NPR. Here's what we know about the shooting of 2 National Guard members in D.C. Tell me that's not AI. Tell me that's not AI. Well, fair game. I can just look at it. Hong Kong high-rise fire? And NPR's bugged again. Wow. Alleged manslaughter in connection with the fire? Wow. Compare the fire safety regulations in Hong... Whoa. Okay, and then last one, classic, BBC.com. National Guard shooting suspect worked with CIA in Afghanistan. Wow. The Shakespeare drama starring Paul Mescal and Jessie Buckley has a stellar cast, but is exploitative and lacks subtlety. Hamnet. Hamnet. Okay, well, that's the Thanksgiving special. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.